As they say, two heads are better than one. The mentality is somehow even more true in anime, as we often see two characters that just click on so many levels that it's difficult to imagine them being apart. And that's the focus of this video. We will be looking into all these dynamic duos as we count down some of the most memorable anime duos out there. So the first one is Magna and Luck from Black Clover. Everyone in Black Bulls is pretty chill and they all treat each other like family, but these two are obviously a lot closer than anyone else. This is because they actually feel like brothers, constantly fighting with each other and striving for greatness just so that they can show off to their pal. And if you actually harm one of them, the other one is bound to go far beyond their limit just to make sure you never show your face again. Next one is Kakashi and Might Guy from Naruto. Kakashi generally fits the role of anime badass. He has tragic past, keeps to himself and absolutely flexes on his opponents. But whenever Guy is in the same scene, all of that fades away as we are overwhelmed with an S-class bromance. Guy is such a goofy character and he cares about Kakashi so genuinely that you can't help but smile when he challenges his rival for the 1000th time. They make for the perfect badass meets goofball combo. Next one is Mugen and Jin from Samurai Champloo. Unlike the previous two picks, these two aren't even necessarily friends. They are two strangers that happen to get trapped in the same predicament, and yet it's so satisfying to see them fighting back to back. Mugen, the raw talent duelist who looked like he learned more hip-hop than he did proper sword fighting, and Jin, the perfect student who has completely mastered the blade. So even though they might not be the best friends, they still have each other's back. Next is Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Keeping with the idea of non-friendly duos, we have these two. Initially, they were sworn enemies that just happened to come from the same bloodline. But over the time, they learned to be civil with each other and even made for one of the most iconic pairs of all time. I mean, I feel like even non-anime fans know about Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta definitely makes the dynamic interesting in this relationship as he's obviously still jealous of Goku, but he has learned to respect him as a warrior. They unironically look like an old married couple from time to time. Next is Isaac and Miria from Bakano. These two make for such an amazing couple that they could easily have a show of their own. They constantly bounce off each other and create incredibly funny moments that just won't hit nearly as hard if anyone else did them. It's never even a question of whether they have each other's back, and they are honestly the biggest relationship goals that any anime fan could have. Next is Gon and Killua from Hunter x Hunter. These two make for one of the most recognizable shonen power duos, and it is honestly hard to picture one without the other. With Gon being such a cheerful optimist and Killua being the ultimate edgelord, they balance each other nicely and they make for a rather believable friendship. Even in battle, these two make up for others' weaknesses perfectly, as Killua is a single target assassin while Gon is more of an AoE bruiser. Next is Caesar and Joseph from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I have seen many bromance. I have even talked about few of them in this very list, but these two were just above and beyond. Even in the beginning, when it was obvious that they couldn't stand each other, they were somehow perfect as a duo, always trying to mess or outshine the other one. But once their friendship blossomed, it's a whole different level of commentary. Next is Sora and Shiro from No Game, No Life. Sora and Shiro are such a good duo that they cannot function without the other. The second you put a wall between these two, they break down completely. On the other hand, when they are together, they are an unstoppable force capable of taking over an entire country in matter of just few weeks. Both being genuine, they can always count on each other, and their faith is so strong that they never even have to ask for approval. They already know. Two peas in a pot that should never be separated. Next is 12 and 9 from Terror in Resonance. Imagine if Sherlock had another Sherlock as his partner. Now imagine that they were both badass going against all odds, zipping around on a motorcycle and sticking it to the man. P.S. They might be terrorists. And there you have it. You have imagined 12 and 9. A dangerous duo that's on a mission to send a message to the world by blowing up one building at a time. It honestly feels like they are two hemispheres of the same brilliant person, and seeing them in action is nothing short of epic. And finally, The last one on this list is Melodious and Ban from 7 Deadly Sins. Ban had one of the most amazing introduction in the show. As the first time he sees Melodious, they both start screaming in excitement to see each other. They then start punching each other out of joy and destroy an entire castle. Rick knew these two would be a fearsome duo from day one. And if you are caught up with 7 Deadly Sins story, you know that their broship is one of the strongest that anime has ever created, and as such they definitely deserve the #1 spot on this list. That's it for this video. See you all in the next video. Peace out.